R, E, B. Reb.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, I could be...
Yeah.
Try again.
We
Let's
could
see.
all do that.
Okay.
I mean, from where I am, it could be like a G.
OK,
Yeah,
let's try again. I know it's very hard for you, and thank you so much. Could you please try again? Write again. Come on. Come on.
Come on, try hard. There we go.
Come on, love. Come on. Try harder. Come on. Please don't stop. Please help us. Come on. What is that?
Come through to us. Come through. Write your name.
What is that? No idea what the hell
Absolutely no idea what that is. This is...
You all right? You sure it wasn't Chris?
No, I didn't touch you, Brian.
You didn't touch
Did you kick my foot?
No, definitely not. Definitely
Well, someone did. Someone did.
All right. Let's try again.
Okay.
Let's just try it one last time. Okay. Okay. Could you please give us a clue as who we're talking to? Could you just write... Thank you. Come on, take the pen and write a word. Take the pen and write a word. Come on. It's not writing. No writing. Come on, write. Write your name.
The trouble is, most of them probably couldn't write.
Well,
Yeah, maybe so.
perhaps that's it then. Perhaps, you know, it's an attempt and...
Yeah, okay. Could you take the planchette, make a line to where you're standing. Are you standing around us? Take it to where you're standing. Okay, you stood there. You stood next to Stuart. Okay.
That's where you've got your...
Next to Stuart.
Next to
and
Stuart.
where I got
Yeah,
my
your
foot
tap. Okay.
kicked.
Move the planchette as a sign of yes. Can you kick gently, Brian, again? Do it again.
Oh,
You did do it.
Here we go, here we go.
Was it light or strong or what was it?
No, it was just a tap like with a toe, you know. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Put your fingers back on here again. Put your fingers back on here again. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Move the planchette of the pen as a sign of yes. Were you or are you a soldier?
Okay, Carl.
Yeah. You all right, Carl?
Do you know,
What is that?
there's no one standing directly, sort of kneeling.
Me.
No,
You're looking
not
beyond
behind you.
me.
I'm talking beyond you, where Chris is. There's no one kneeling
Yeah.
between you and Chris, is there?
No, is that you, Stuart?
Stuart's at the back, but there's nobody
No,
kneeling there.
between,
No.
between
Standing.
Brian and Chris.
Oh, right, no.
There's no one between us.
Who is that then?
Well,
It's just, when you got kicked the second time.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if the webcam might have it, because it just seemed like somebody was sitting there, but crouching, not.
yeah. Well, let me just say something about that, if I may.
And now we've
because-
begun in earnest. The team are at Shriver House. That is the first of our locations. Remember, at around midnight, a live séance from the Jenny Wade house, and in the early hours of the morning, the team will be in the woods at Little Round Top Farm. More after this.
Took a picture coming up the hill. People actually said to me, wow, what a great monument. And when I said there's no monument there, that was on a farm. It was, where is this place and how do I get there?
No idea what the hell that is.
Absolutely no idea what that is. This is...
Shh, Brian, you okay? You're all right. You sure it wasn't Chris?
No, I didn't touch you, Brian.
You didn't touch
Did you kick my foot?
No, definitely not.
Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live from Gettysburg and a television first, the first ever live paranormal investigation from this remarkable and historic site. Yvette and the team are relocating, they're coming back here to Farnsworth House. But let's go back now to Shriver House and ask Leslie Smith, a historian, about some of the information that came through there when they were hearing the tappings. And Brian thought he was in communication with, was it Molly?
Yes, the little one. I loved that. I was jumping about here because she said she was 6 at this time. Now, what I really like is she was born in 1857, so that pins when she sees, or when the child is locked, if you like, the spirit, as the year, indeed, of that time, because it was 1863 when the battle happened, when she would have been 6. Molly died, I know, when she was 22. The point I'm making is that's when the haunting seems to be locked off.
And of course, later on, we're going to be at the Jenny Wade house, where the only civilian casualty happened, and we're conducting a séance there, but there were 51,000 casualties here, not fatalities, casualties.
No, not fatalities, absolutely right. Casualties will be missing, dead and injured, and the final figures coming in for dead, about 11,000.
An enormous amount of human life
number of
lost
people.
then. Okay, and of course in Shriver House there was some modern technology recently that established some scientific facts.
And isn't that exciting that we're able to bring these things in? So things we think of as modern. CSI came in, I mentioned it a little earlier, and they sprayed an area with this blood revealing sort of special chemical. And sure enough, an absolutely appalling pool of blood by one of the points where the sharpshooters definitely were, because they knocked a hole in the wall, you know, they didn't use a window. They bashed this hole in, and there's another hole, and at that point we can see this flood of blood.
And as well as the sharpshooters, of course, Confederate sharpshooters killing Union soldiers, they were targets themselves, and that's obviously what happened.
Of course.
Okay, thank you for the moment, Leslie. As the information comes in, Leslie sources it and gives it some historical accuracy and veracity, and you're also giving us your input, for which, of course, we are immensely grateful. For our interactive team, our award-winning interactive team, here's Julian Clegg, their leader. Julian.
Thanks, Paul, and good evening, America. You are brilliant on Interactive tonight. Now, if you've been sending psychic art to me, I want you to resend it. There's been a problem on the fax number. I'm going to give you the number again in a few minutes' time, the right number too. So I want you to resend your psychic art. I'll tell you how you can do that in a few moments' time. Messages coming in thick and fast. Brilliant. Charlie in Missouri says, I feel the spirit of an evil spirit following Yvette right behind her left shoulder. He is in a tattered Confederate uniform. Keep an eye out, Yvette, is the message. Thank you very much indeed for that. Now let's go through the webcams. A lot of viewers are reporting orbs and activity on webcam 5. That's the Dobbin House kitchen. Let's have a look at it. Now there it is. Thank you very much indeed. For example, Janet in Easley, South Carolina, saw a figure go up the stairs on webcam 5 just a few minutes ago. Vivian in Houston on the same webcam says there appears to be an orb on the stairs, and there is a movement going around in these 2 rooms in particular. On camera 5, what appeared to be a mist on the stairway. And then if we move on to webcam 6, in the background, very active, you're saying. Lots of mist on that webcam, says Georgiana in Fall River, for example, in Massachusetts. Also on webcam 6, that's the Dobbin House. I can see people there, says Nikki in Massachusetts. And Georgiana in Massachusetts says, I feel horrid things are going to occur there. Be careful, is the message to the team. Now let's move on to webcam 7. That's the Jenny Wade house, the kitchen there. Andrea in Portage in Michigan says it looks like a body on the floor in the room. The arms look as if they're reaching into the kitchen, and get the feeling it's the body of a woman is trying to say something. Andrea, thank you. And Gail in Pittsburgh says it's odd, but the doorway there seems there's a mist with facial features going on webcam 7. Now let's go on to webcam 8, the Jenny Wade house bedroom. And thank you very much indeed to Colton in Hendersonville, who says, I see a shadow of a figure fade in and out of the far back right-hand corner. Do you? Good question. If you do, let me know. I want to be sure it's just not the camera. And moving on to webcam 8, from Aluna in Chicago, in the corner of the room, it looks like there's a small child standing there. So thank you. Keep these messages coming. Now, your psychic art. Here's one from Gwyn in Dallas. Thank you very much indeed. Is this one of the spirits that we're going to encounter tonight? I wonder. Let me tell you how to get in touch. First of all, send your texts, your messages and the chats, please, and your sightings to Boo, then a space, then Cam to 99799. Your carrier standard message rates apply on that. The webcams and, of course, the chat boards as well at travelchannel.com/mosthaunted. Now, here's the all-important fax number. Please resend your psychic art, if you send it already, to this number, 1-877-873-06 88844. And I leave you with this message from Aaron in Pittsburgh, who says, when I was younger, my Boy Scout troop camped on a campground near the battlefield.